Appeal again for LBW. This time the finger goes up. And an early strike for Wasim, Akram and for Pakistan. This has gone up very, very high. I think it will fall safely and will go over the boundary rope. Well, this is a good-looking shot off the back foot, and I think it might have enough on it just to make the boundary rope. It does. This is away through the cover point area, and it will be 4 more. That's beautifully played by Gary Kirsten, and it beats Wasim at mid-on. There'll be more here. Nicely timed off the back foot and very well played.
That's a good shot. Straight back down the ground.
Cycling now to Kirsten. That's a fine stroke. It was a little bit short, and also there was some width to it. He went back and hit it for 4. Well, there we are again. It was a little bit short, beautifully played into the gap. 4 more. Oh, it was in the air, but it was past the backward short leg. 4 runs. Oh my goodness me, what a splendid stroke. He's gone over everything for 6 runs. That was picked up beautifully by Kirsten.
Oh! He's bowled him out. That's a big blow for Pakistan. A very dangerous partnership between these two, finally broken. That's a fine shot.
Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous. Absolutely cracker.
This is in the air, but it's going to go for 4 runs. And off the back foot, this is beautifully played. There's a man out there who's battling to get round. It's Inzamam. This is nicely played. Has he got it in the gap? He has indeed. And he does go for the shot, straight back over the bowler's head. Very well struck indeed. 1 bounce, 4 runs.
No ball cracked away down through extra cover. What a magnificent shot. And that deflected onto the stumps. The umpire will ask for the replay here.
And there's no doubt whatsoever that Darryl Cullinan is out.
Well, the crowd loves it. Lovely shot. Beautifully timed, beautifully placed.
Oh, well, that was a pretty good run. Yes, that's out. Got him on the full toss. Kirsten was playing across the line. Hit him low down around the ankle. And umpire Dunn had no doubt whatever about that. Yes, he's gone. It was LBW. Rhodes has gone. Well, Wakar getting the reverse swing. Oh, my goodness me. He's going to have to... I don't think that was probably out. But he's called Mr. Dunn for the 3rd umpire for the television replay.
And then he had to gallop the 22 yards, and he was struggling all the way. Oh, that's a disappointing. That was almost a wicket given away, really.
Really been looking to pile on the runs, and this could be another wicket. Ijaz is underneath it, and he's got Pollock.
Wasim has done it, as we all know. He's capable of.
Alan Donald has scored just 40 runs in 22 innings, so he's hardly likely to be able to stand up to the sort of stuff we've seen from Wasim Akram, who knocks him over first ball, middle stump. What sensationing bowling by the Pakistani captain.
Following up with Cullinan and Cronier did terrific work, and they really should have been looking at 300 from that point onwards, but thereafter Rhodes, Pollock, Simcox, de Villiers and Donald not really adding very much at all now. Of course, one does feel a little sorry for Jonty Rhodes and Fanny de Villiers. Not that de Villiers would pride himself as a batsman, but Jonty Rhodes does, and they've just gotten into the team, haven't had too much of a workout when it comes to batting, and they were unfortunate to be in there in that cauldron, out for only 5, Jonty Rhodes and Fanny de Villiers managing only 1. So 271 the total for South Africa. Could have been effort by Wasim. Picked up 3 of the tail-enders though, but 3 for 33, so a terrific effort. Waqar going wicketless. Saklen doing most of the middle-order damage, 3 for 34. And Azhar Mehmood getting 1 wicket for a fairly expensive 57. Now let's go back to... that was the first wicket. Andrew Hudson going back to that one, cutting just a bit, and there was very little doubt in anybody's mind. Hudson out for only 2, and Wasim he lost a lot of time because of bad light, and here we are playing in light, so no question of that, but we do have sunshine the rest of the day. Wasim Akram polishing off the tail as only he can. 3 terrific deliveries and 3 batsmen back in the pavilion. The question now, of course, is how will Pakistan handle the South African bowling in their first encounter in their Golden Jubilee Quadrangular tournament? It's a bit of a grudge match, Pakistan for to try and get over that memory. Sean Pollock will open, Alan Donald's there as well, Lance Klusener. Great atmosphere, the terrible test series behind him. Can he come back to his prolific one-day form? We'll find out.
Inside and one. Out! First ball now. If ever South Africa required a start, they've just got it. Jeffrey.
Well, I think it was waiting to happen, was that. Saeed Anwar's been in terrible form. Well, we've seen all through the Test match series, and I was just about to say South Africa have got to make this new ball count. I'm sure they'll have been watching Ambrose and Walsh bowl yesterday evening in the first few overs with the dew on the pitch, and they've made it count straight up. A duck, and South Africa, wonderful start, 0 for 1.
Sahel, the man to get to the crease, just a few runs short of 4,000 runs in limited overs cricket, international cricket, averaging just over 30. This is the second ball of the innings. That's not a bad delivery either. Didn't get through to David Richardson, but the man out, Saeed Anwar, take nothing away from the bowler, Jeff, but not a great shot.
Well, sometimes you give a lot of credit to the bowler because he's bowled a magic delivery, but there's nothing special about that. I mean, he'll take it, will Sean Pollock, but look, the ball doesn't do anything. It's just a straight ball angled across, and he's nicked it. He's in that bad a form. I'd be looking to get picked for the next match. I mean, he just can't get the bat on ball. Now, that's a good ball. That was a cracker. That pitched and left him like a firecracker. I mean, it was a wide ball to be playing a cover drive at. I suppose if you're in great nick, then OK, it goes for you. But he hasn't really let himself have a sighter. He could have played it 3 or 4 balls and over.
Big shout and given out by umpire Steve Dunn. What a sensational over this is from Sean Pollock. He's knocked over Saeed Anwar and Omar Sahel in 4 deliveries. But I don't know, I thought I heard a couple of noises there, Jeffrey.
Yeah, it was a noise of the umpire giving him out. I thought it was plumb. He got playing back to a fullish length delivery. I think it pitched on, and I think that's probably missing off, a missing leg, and knocking middle out about 2/3 the way up. On your bike, son, you're gone. That's out. If that's not out, I don't know what is. None for 2.
Ijaz Ahmed, 4,600 runs, averaging 32, 6 centuries, 26 50s, and 139 off 84 deliveries last time out here at the Gaddafi Stadium against India. I don't think he expected to be in 5th ball of the innings, that's for sure. This is why Pollock, close to the stumps, pitches on, nips back. The perfect delivery to the left-hander.
No, this is a good ball, no doubt about that. Full credit to the bowler.
Here he is to a right-hander. That's close, it's out! He's done it! Goodness me! 3 wickets in 5 deliveries. Ijaz, we saw that in the test match, falling across, and the ball's not going anywhere, but the base and middle, or halfway up.
Well, I think this is out. I think he's done a similar thing till he did at Faisalabad. It's probably even more plumb at Faisalabad, but I think this is out. He just walks across. Why in heaven's name he'd be playing back? I mean, you can see leg stump, nearly middle stump as well. I mean, what are they doing playing back? Why aren't they playing forward? And that's well done, the umpire. He's not put off by having given 1 LB. He's given 2. A lot of umpires would chicken out. He hasn't done that. And it's a sensational start for South Africa. None for 3.
Well, there's the over so far. Wicket, dot ball, wicket, wicket. We've thrown it around the commentary box, and none of us have seen such a sensational start as this in a limited overs game. First over of an innings. Pollock's got 3 out and 5 deliveries, 2 left-handers and a right-hander.
Ijaz wasn't even playing that ball to wide mid-on. He was playing it to square leg. It was a dreadful shot. No, I don't think Inzamam expected to be coming in now, first over on a hat-trick.
3 slips. Hat-trick saved. Good delivery, though, in the end of a fantastic over from Sean Pollock. Celebrations from his teammates, and rightly so. Pakistan still to get off the mark, and 3 down.
Straight away is away, and I think the good thing is I don't think he gets affected by other things, because I don't think he's a great thinking cricketer, and that might be a blessing with everything that went on at the other end while he was watching.
Good shot this, a little bit of width.
Well, just one shy.
Well, that's the first fractionally short ball from Pollock, and it's been dispatched by Inzamam.
And as Jeffrey Boycott was mentioning earlier, he is a class player, there's no doubt about it, and he's taking his time to settle in. And the first opportunity given by Sean Pollock to play a shot, Inzamam played it to perfection.
There's no fine leg, he's in short, and Moin has beaten him, and it's gone away for 4. Inzamam with another boundary. Always danger when you have that fine leg short. And it's gone through. Very unusual, but as we saw yesterday evening with the West Indies team in the field, ball now beginning to pick up some jus out there, and de Villiers having that ball just slip through his grasp.
And that's a pretty good shot. It's going away to the square leg boundary for 4 runs. Moin timing that one very well indeed, playing it late and getting it past the fieldsman at square leg. Very good jump there by umpire Ian Robinson. He hit that extremely well. 4 runs, first bounce over the square leg boundary. And if you bowl short to Inzamam, you do so at your peril.
A little bit short, Alan Donald. That certainly wasn't an attempted bounce or anything like that. They're not allowed in this competition at the moment, but Inzamam just gets onto it so quickly.
This is through the covers. 4 runs, very good ones. And the reaction from the crowd as though those were the winning runs.
Yes, I like Moin. He's got a big heart, got a certain amount of ability. He cracks this one. There are other players who've got more ability but don't make as much of their ability as what Moin does. Courageous player, big heart, good cricket brain. That's what they need. 1 or 2 boundaries. Still pick up the singles, but suddenly they've got to up the tempo a little bit, and again, which is not easy, without losing wickets. They don't have too many to play with.
Well, that was much too short from Patson Cox.
Shot.
Magnificent shot. That's one of the shots that he really plays so well. Stands up straight and delivers. We saw him play a number of those shots in that splendid 96 that he made in the Pakistani first innings in the 3rd test at Faisalabad. And he punished Donald in this way, as well as Pollock and Klusener. And it's Klusener on the receiving end again on this time. Right down the ground, just to the onside of the stumps. A magnificent shot by Inzamam. Here's another one. Oh, he's coming back for the second. This could be trouble. And has he got the bat down? The big man really got rolling that time. And umpire Steve Dunn hasn't even bothered to call for the umpire. The crowd now acknowledge he's 50 because without the scoreboard knowing it, he was credited with 4 runs earlier in that last over from Klusener. Now this is a pretty tight call for the umpire not to refer. Goodness me, Steve Dunn. Cleverly bowled. He gave that quite a bit of air. Deceived him with flight there.
Yes, I'm surprised at Moin. He's looking for that cut shot, that late cut, that steer all the time behind square. That's better. Then you got to go with the spin. That's much better. And then it makes Simcock think about it.
Well, that 4 brings up the 100 partnership between these two. What a fight back it has been. This again, I think, is a look at that run out. You see, it was pretty tight. And umpire Dunn, he got it right. But he'll be a little nervy when he sees that on the highlights replay, that he didn't refer it. And this is more runs. Pollock steaming round the boundary. He's not going to get there. And they're on their feet now. 22 runs have come from the last 2 overs. It's 116 for 4.
Yes, he's gone, he's got him now. That was LBW. Moin Khan's splendid innings has come to an end. And he was playing, I think, trying to work that away to leg across the line, and LBW.
And this time Moin trying to play across the line, ball pitching in the line, and his foot is also within those stumps. And that's why Ian Robinson had no hesitation in giving him out. And Pakistan losing their 5th wicket, 142 for 5.
And Wasim Akram, the new batsman, stopping that, have a word with Inzamam ul-Haq, and Wasim Akram is in because of this. Just a moment ago, Moin Khan playing right across the line at Fani de Villiers, trying to play him to mid-wicket. There can be no doubt about that one. And that was the fall of the 5th wicket, the 5th Pakistan wicket for 142. Umpire Robinson giving the verdict.
Well, he's got hold of this one. That made a lovely sound off the bat, like a rifle crack. And from the time you heard that, you knew it was going to be sailing away.
Right out of the sweet spot. Maximum.
He's a long way down, and just, he's out. I think he's hit the stumps. He's got to be gone.
Now, what can we tell from here? Bails off, out.
What a magnificent piece of fielding, and that's what makes Jonty Rhodes so vital in the limited overs game. He's gone directly between the fielders. Absolutely straight hit down the ground from Azhar Mehmood. This is a good over for Pakistan.
Driven straight back at Kronya. If he'd got an ankle on that, he might have broken it.
Bowled him. So Hansi Kronya strikes the decisive blow. The Gaddafi Stadium has all of a sudden gone absolutely silent. I think they realize now that Pakistan's hopes have gone.
Inzamam had little option, really. He had to hit some boundaries. The rate was just going further and further out. Kronya got it straight. He knows that that's done it. There you go. But this ground should stand for this man. It's been a marvellous effort on his part to drag his side out of absolute rack and ruin at 9 for 4, and he and Moin Khan stabilised things and certainly entertained this huge crowd here. But I think at 180 for 7 and the rate closing in on 10 and over required, South Africa should taste sweet victory. Well played, Inzamam ul Haq.
And as we all know that unless the last wicket is taken, the last run is scored, no match is completed. And these two batsmen certainly giving Pakistani crowd is still flocking the stadium, still there. They're not leaving the ground. The crowd is cheering the Pakistani batsmen.
I think he's out. He's out. He's rather casually caught by Lance Klusener, and he has to go a caught and bowled, and the 8th wicket is down, but he took it as though he was just fielding a ball and preventing a run. But he's delighted now. It's stuck in that right hand of his, and a very fine catch.
And that was Rashid Latif, who was trying to whiff him on the onside, but not being able to middle it, and Klusener taking a good one-handed catch. Although it looked very casual, but it certainly made sure that it stays. In Pakistan losing Rashid Latif for 14, cotton ball Klusener 206 for 8.
This is another good hit, and Donald can only watch it sailing for 6.
What a magnificent shot that one was. Azhar Mehmood finding the ball right in the slot and giving it the full treatment, hitting it straight over the bowler's head.
Again, I don't think that was bowled at full pace, but it's a splendid shot. It's 4 runs, and that brings Mahmood his first 50 in one-day international cricket, and what an heroic innings it has been. This is amazing. It's up again. Jonty Rhodes getting under it this time. Does he catch it? He has. He's got it this time. And a deathly silence suddenly around this huge Gaddafi Stadium. But that was another very difficult catch that went ever so high. And maybe all South Africans will say, thank goodness Jonty was under it.
I was about to say that. I'm sure that nobody was shouting mine, and everybody was just standing where they were and just waiting for Jonty to complete a very difficult catch. There's no doubt about it. And look at the way he has taken it, very comfortably taken by Jonty Rhodes. And look at the delight on his face. Pakistan 247 for 9.
And so, unfortunately in cricket, you cannot hit a 14. One ball remains. Farney's going to bowl just a little one off a short delivery. It's heaved away on the onside, and the fielder doesn't mind the fact that it has gone for 4. That's of no consequence whatsoever, and the match ends with Pakistan on 262 for 9, falling just 9 runs short of the South African score of 271. Relief on the faces of the South Africans.
What a brave effort by